Good morning. Good morning. What's up, you guys? How are you? So our training kicked off yesterday with the fascination quiz, and it's funny because one of the things that I forgot to say that I wanted to say, and I remembered it on the coffee chat right after, was remember how I told you guys like my wheelhouse is like spunky and energetic and fun, and when I'm not feeling that way, I have to find something within me to make me that way, or turn on music, or put my earbuds in and jam it out, or drink pre-workout, or whatever it is. It gets me lots of energy because that's how my audience best perceives me. And so I was talking to Josh about this yesterday, or day before yesterday, and I wanted to tell you guys this on the video, but there are lots of times when I don't feel that, and I try really hard, which is funny because I just posted this morning. I try really hard to not let my audience into the side of me that they don't necessarily receive well. And the side of me that they don't receive well is like a really sad, somber, quiet, mysterious Chaitana. Like they just don't get it. They're like, I don't get it. You're supposed to be the energetic one. You're the one that I enjoy watching. And not that you can't be real and authentic with your struggles, that's important, but in general, your overall brand should be within your wheelhouse of what your fascination quiz results were. So for me, that's like the spunky, fun, outgoing, like people's champion. I'm out to fight for you, and we're going to do this no matter how I'm feeling. I'm going to conquer it kind of mentality. So anyways, I like woke up super fierce this morning, and I knew I had to go live in here at 8, and I was like, oh, just had a long discussion that totally threw my game off. And then I was like, I'll go live at 9. No, I'll work out before. No, I'll work out after. And my whole day is like flipped upside down. I'm like, you know what? This is what I do. And this is how I'm able to make this business successful. I take action. I just take action. And sometimes action's great. Sometimes action's okay. And sometimes action's like, and it's a flop, and I learn from it. And I talked about this on the coffee chat a little bit yesterday. It was actually I thought it was a really great call. Maybe they were bored out of their minds. But you know, I was in my pageant training this weekend, and one of the designers had said, you know, what is something that you have to do to make sure you get something done or you accomplish what you want to accomplish? That was the question that he proposed to the audience. And you know, there's different goals. Some people are like, you know, I pray, or I get motivation, or I journal. Like they all had, or I'm determined, all these different things. He's like, nope, none of those are right answers. And the answer he was looking for, which I was there, like, you know, we read a lot of personal development, so I was kind of like intrigued with what he was going to say. And he said, the one thing that you have to do to be successful at what you want to accomplish. Sorry, I like literally just rolled out of bed and did dishes. The one thing that you have to do to truly be successful at something or accomplish something is take action. It's like super simple, but super scary, right? Take action. No matter what, take action. So you might not have the perfect plan. You might not have the perfect words, but you got to do it. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. Example, my iMovies. My iMovies when I first started coaching were horrific. I've showed you guys some of those videos in Epic Empire. They were like my feet running across the screen. They were terrible. But because I took action and I recorded my stupid feet running across the screen, that meant that the next day I did iMovie again. Maybe 2 days later, I did iMovie again. And I did again and again and again. And now my iMovies are the iMovies that people are asking, how do you do that? Which is crazy to me, because if anybody knows me really well, I am terrible at technology. I can't open a Google Doc to save my life. That's Nicola. I'm really bad at it. But the key to this is to take action. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get. That does not discount the fact that you got to learn and go research and find, but don't spend 80% of your time researching and finding and watching webinars and YouTube videos and doing trainings and never take action. 80% of your time should be spent taking action, and 20% of your time can be spent on learning and researching. Because I see way too many people getting comfortable in the learning part. And this business, my business, was built on taking action and failing forward. There were lots of challenge groups that were flops. There were lots of posts that were flops. There were lots of invites that were terrible. But I got better and better and better the more I did it. Thank you, Angry Face. You have been acknowledged. So this week we are covering all things Facebook. All right, I know that Facebook has kind of become a little archaic, but I don't want to discount it, especially for our newer coaches and for myself, holding my own self accountable to posting on Facebook, because that is your like nearest and dearest warm market that you could ever have is typically on Facebook. So you don't want to leave that high and dry. So today I posted about your workout post. This is something that I want to overhaul. It's something that we talk about, but we get lazy in. We get really lazy in our workout posts. And one thing that you can take note in is that success leaves clues. And Melanie Mitro is one of the most successful coaches in this network, and I highly respect her. And if you look at her, either her like page or her personal page, obviously she has a lot of people tagging her and stuff. But I've been watching her for 5 years now because she's a year ahead of me. No stitching. She's a year ahead of me. I've been watching her for 5 years, and without fail, unless something like she's got the flu or something, without fail, at like 6 o'clock every single morning, she has a workout post up. It is nothing complicated in terms of the picture. It's not even an iMovie, but it's a workout post that is heartfelt, intriguing. It stirs emotion. It creates thought. It makes them think, oh my gosh, she's just like me. Like, she's legit just like me. Bored, stay-at-home mom, 2 boys. You know, they just went off to school, or she had to drive them to preschool. She did the dishes, or whatever her scenario is, or she didn't want to get up because she was up all night with her son because he had an ear infection. Yeah, she still got up and she's getting it done. That is the consistency of a winner, somebody who makes it big in this company. And I see way too many times within the network and the coaches that I scroll across in my Facebook news feeds who are slack on what they post with their workout. And I'm guilty of it too. The biggest impact that you will have when you make your workout post, which should be at least 5 days a week, because we usually work out 5 days a week. Unless you're doing Lift 4, then it's 4 days a week. The biggest moment and the impact that you'll have with that post is when you share your heart. When people can read your post and they can say, I can relate to those feelings. Like, I feel that exact same thing in the morning too. I feel that, and she feels that, but she's doing it. She's getting it done. And that engine starts going off in your mind of like, well, every day I wake up and I see Melanie Mitro posting. I see Melanie because these are Melanie's friends. These are Melanie's friends, and they see her and they're like, she's still doing it, right? It might take 2 months for them to see it, but she's still consistently doing it, and she's sharing that feel, felt, found concept in her post. David said, oh, I thought it was you when you dance. Huh? I'm slow this morning. I can't even pick up what you're talking about. But I'm taking action. I'm here. I'm doing it, and that's how it gets done, okay? But so I want to make sure we're focusing on our workout post. You older coaches who have been around forever, let's get back to the basics. Let's show our coaches what a post should look like. I know that some of us can just post and people come to us, or we just post on our stories and people join us. But our coaches are going to duplicate what we do. And we have to remember those behaviors are important too, so that they can duplicate it properly. And so I'm going to challenge myself as well to actually get back to posting my workout posts with a solid feel, felt, found. And remember, the picture does not have to be super fancy. If you look at the one that I posted as an example today, it was Melanie Mitro, like just sitting on the ground with good lighting, and she propped her phone up on, you can prop your phone up on something, or I highly suggest getting you a little Joby. I love this thing. It goes with me everywhere. It folds up. You can stick it in your purse, in your backpack, whatever. If you're going to Summit, you'll want one of these. But it doesn't have to be super complicated. It doesn't even have to be a cute, crazy iMovie. And if you like iMovie, if you're like, oh my gosh, that's like my artistic jam, I totally want to learn how to do those, and it's part of your personality, then start doing them. And they're gonna be terrible at first, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So anyways, this week is gonna be focused on Facebook. We're gonna obviously focus on other social media platforms next week, but this week I want to make sure that our Facebook page is where it's supposed to be. And the most core and simple thing that I can touch on is your flippin' workout post. Like, can we just once a day, 5 days a week, have a solid workout post? And let me explain what a bad workout post is. A bad workout post, and even I'm guilty still of doing this, and I need to be better about it, especially when 8-day obsession was going on. A bad workout post looks like something like this. You take a picture, a sweaty selfie. A really bad picture would be bad lighting. And you write something like, oh my gosh, I'm glad that's done. Or, oh my gosh, that felt so good. Day 16 over, 70 whatever more days, 64 more days to go. Hashtag awesome. Slay it Monday. Like, the only person that relates to that post is the rest of us. We get it. We're like, oh, yay, she did day 16. Good job getting your workout in. Your audience, your neighbor, your coworker, your best friend, your girlfriends from college, girlfriends from high school are like, I don't know what she's doing. Day 16, cool. Swipe. Boring, right? So the important part of Facebook is making sure you're blogging about how you're feeling before, what your mindset was before. Did you jump out of bed because you were so excited to meet up with your group? Or were you really struggling mentally to get yourself out of that warm and cozy bed at 6 in the morning? Or when you got home from work, were you like, I don't want to do this? Or were you like, I'm so excited to meet up with my Zoom group? Talk about whatever you're feeling, the highs and the lows. Talk about how it felt to get the workout in, and talk about how you felt afterwards. And I gave you a great example in the post earlier this morning. So that's what we're going to focus on today. We have 78, 9 people in this group. So I am hoping that if you're in this group, it's because you want to build a business. You're not just here to waste your time. So I expect 79 posts drop below Melanie's picture of what your workout posts look like today. And if you're a leader on the team, let's lead by example and show our team what it's supposed to look like so that they can learn. I know when I first started, I looked for coaches that were doing a good job and I wanted to learn from them. We know how to post. Let's lead by example and post, including myself in this because I've been bad about it. And then you newer coaches, if you need help formulating a post, reach out to your upline, but have a little confidence in yourself. Know that all you're doing is sharing your heart and your mindset before, during, and after. And really tie in that reality of life because that's what people are going to connect to. You want people to read your posts and say, she's just like me. Yes, she's getting it done. All right, guys, I love you. I'll be coming on a little bit later. I have some guests that will be popping into this group, sharing their wisdom as well. So this should be awesome. Please stay plugged in. Don't use this as another useless training that you never pay attention to and then wonder why you don't have a business, right? Let's learn and let's do this together. Bye, guys.